feels like I've sat down in a documentary to reveal that I am the killer or that I am still alive. But unfortunately, I'm not here for some sort of documentary. I wanted to talk about being a dad for the first time, which is something that I've gone through in the last 20... Oh, my maths is bad. My wife might kill me. 22 months. 22 months I've been a dad to a lovely little boy who I can't even explain how great he is, so I'm not even going to try. But being a dad was something that I never pictured being. Not actually anything that I really wanted to be for most of my younger life. I'm 34 now. It wasn't until I I've been with my, at the time, girlfriend, now wife, for a few years that I kind of realised that it would be pretty cool to raise one or two kids with her. You know, she was a mum before being a mum. Being a mum is her destiny. She's just taken it on so naturally that it's kind of crazy. Me, however, like I said, never pictured being a dad or wanting to be a dad, but now I can't picture wanting to be anything else. It's a really rewarding, challenging, scary, fun. List all the emotions. It's all of those basically, and experiences. But I was shitting myself at becoming a dad for the first time. I actually spent the first night we brought him home. I spent that night myself in A&E because my body basically just gave up and thought, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I still think that on most days, but not from a "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself?" point of view. It's more like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're doing that wrong." But I'm not doing things as wrong as I thought I would. But what I wish I had access to 20 odd months ago was simple, lesser known advice to becoming a dad. There's so many articles and videos online about becoming a parent, becoming a new dad, but they all talk about the same obvious things. Take an overnight bag with you when you go in. Well, your wife goes into labour, obviously, and not everyone plans on having their child in hospital. So, what's an overnight bag going to do for you? And other things like make sure you've got the nursery ready, and it's just kind of obvious. And also, not everyone has space in their house to have a nursery. They might only have the one bedroom. I found a lot of the online advice pretty shit, so I thought it would be useful to just document somewhere the things that I've learned, whether they're good things to learn or bad things to learn. One thing, for example, I never knew that you shouldn't give a baby water to drink. I'm talking like in their first few months. For the record, I didn't. My son is not broken, but I didn't know that. I don't think I ever saw any of that in the stuff I watched online. Apparently it's just obvious, but to me it wasn't. I attended with my wife these classes that I can't remember the name of, but they're the classes, antenatal, prenatal, some sort of natal classes with my wife, and met 6, 7, 8 other couples that are great. Still see a lot of them now, all going through the same thing at the same time. It wasn't until then that I learned about the water thing. I walked into that room that first time knowing nothing. I think we had 6, 7 sessions, and I walked out feeling like I knew nothing, but I did know quite a bit at that point. I think the question that we were asked on our first session was, "What do you want to get out of this?" And some people are asking about breastfeeding, and some people are asking about how do you change a nappy. Some people are asking about how do you see signs of their temperature being too high or low. My only question was, how do I keep this thing alive? Because I had no idea. I've done well so far. Like I said, he's still going. So I thought I would just use this TikTok account for something useful. Hopefully some people will find these videos beneficial to them. It's just going to be a bunch of short videos uploaded on absolutely no schedule, just when I feel like it, of lesser known useful tips to becoming a dad for the first time. I'm going to be, well, I still am, but I am a dad now, but I'm going to be a new dad again in the summer when number 2 arrives. And again, there's a lot of things that I'm going into it knowing this time. There's going to be a lot of things that I don't know going into it, like how do you introduce, your toddler to this new potato-looking thing, which is going to suck away all your attention. Loads of things that you need to learn. But, I mean, I'll document that as I go, I guess, if people find this useful. So yeah, keep an eye out. I'll probably upload a few videos quite quickly from this video being uploaded, because I've got some ideas in my head now. But, give us a follow if you're expecting to be a dad soon and you're looking for videos that will give you useful information that are beyond the obvious ones. And hopefully you'll find some comfort in knowing that I have managed to keep a child alive for 21, 22 months. Can't remember his birthday apparently, but no, I do remember it, I think. It's soon. So yeah, hopefully you find this useful. Don't expect any frills on this account. I mean, the only frills you're going to get is probably that steering wheel behind me, which has absolutely no meaning other than the fact that I just like it. So yeah, see you soon.